What's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Redline Racing Garage. So today I did want to have a little conversation with you guys about how far you can push your stock K-Series motors on boost. So sitting right next to me are two K-Series motors, both with turbochargers. So this one is a fully built motor, which doesn't really apply to anything that I'm saying right now, but the EG does. So this is a from top to bottom bone stock K24 motor with also a turbocharger. So this thing is running at about 12 to 13 pounds of peak boost, which is very super reliable, and it offers about low 400s. So this is a super reliable setup. So I am not an expert by any means, so I'm only speaking from experience that I have gained throughout the years owning K-Series motors and turbochargers and racing at the track and all that kind of fun stuff, which is why I can only speak from experience. So speaking from experience, this year I did change a little bit of the turbo setup on the 8th gen. We did go put it on the roller on the dyno, and we tried to tune this thing, but we didn't have any luck, and the motor did blow at about 26 pounds of boost. So mind you that the motor I already had in there had a lot of abuse, and adding more power and more boost to the motor causes obviously more issues. So from what I personally know and have experienced is that the stock motor with about 200 and something thousand kilometers blew up at about 26 pounds. It couldn't hold the boost. So hence the fully built motor in the 8th gen, because I already blew up two, so I have lived and I've learned, and that's why I'm able to kind of explain to you guys what the limits are. So on the other hand, with the stock motor, this thing is running at about 13 to 12 pounds of peak boost, which is super reliable, and it could probably last you a really long time. So I do know a lot of guys that they run about 14, even 15 pounds of boost, which is still pretty conservative and pretty reliable at the same time. They run that boost and they abuse the car day after day, and they probably own it for about 2 years, 3 years, and they still are on the exact same motor, running the same amount of boost, having no issues at all. It is truly amazing to see what these motors can do, but there is a limit. And that's why I'm here to kind of explain to you exactly where you need to draw the line. So I am not by any means an expert or a tuner, but speaking from experience, I can tell you guys that running anywhere from 10 pounds to 14 pounds of boost on a stock K-Series motor will hold for a very long time. For anybody thinking of turbocharging their stock K-Series motor are going to be happy with about 10 to 12 pounds of boost. To them, that's going to be more than enough. The problem is, once you start getting used to the power, you're going to want more. It's inevitable. It's bound to happen. It's something that you can't escape from. Once you start to feel boost, you're going to want more and more. But it won't happen very quickly. You're going to be very happy with 10 to 12 pounds, but somewhere down the line, yes, you're going to want to up those pounds of boost on your motor. So that's when you're going to start to run into a lot of issues, and that's where you're going to pretty much cut in half the longevity of the engine and the lifespan and the reliability. So another major factor is if you can afford it. So if you can afford to run your engine at about 20 pounds of boost, and you're not too worried of it blowing up because you'll just swap in another stock motor, by all means, go ahead. That is completely fine. So to those of you that it's gonna cost an arm and a leg to turbocharge your stock K-Series motor, I would suggest start really low. Start even at 8 to 10 pounds, like I said, and you will be super happy, and the motor is gonna last you a very long time, and you'll probably be smoking more than half of the cars on the street. So this is the reason why I'm kind of putting this video together for you guys, because I've already experienced it going through transmissions and motors and all these things. I do want to save you guys time and money from actually making the same mistakes I did. So speaking personally about what happened with me and the 8th gen was when I first turbocharged this motor, like I said, it was a high mileage motor and it lasted a very long time. But I did get really greedy with the power. I wanted more and more, and then at one time I did run it at about 20 to 22 pounds constantly. And thinking that it was fine and it's gonna hold and it's not gonna blow. But that wasn't the case, and I did get rod knock, and that means that you would have to pretty much rebuild the whole bottom end, which didn't make any sense. So I did go and swap out the motor. Then when I did do that, I brought the boost down to about 13 to 14 pounds because I already knew running from 16 to 20 pounds of boost, the inevitable would happen again and I would be stuck in the exact same position. And again, I made the same mistake where I got used to the power. Just like I said, I was greedy and I upped the boost to about 18 to 20 pounds once again, took it to the track, was on the streets, beating it. And then what happened? We put a lot of strain on the motor. Once I put the whole turbo setup together for the second time, we went on the dyno, we upped the boost a little bit more, and then it blew up on the dyno. And then that brings me to this point now where I put in a fully built motor because of the fact that I got so used to running high boost and a lot of power that going back to 400 horsepower really didn't cut it for me. So that pretty much brings me back to the conclusion of saying you should run lower pounds of boost, 10 to 12 pounds, maybe even 14, and keeping it conservative, keeping it reliable, enjoying the car, enjoying the power and its longevity. Because if you go this route, the route that I took with the 8th gen, you're gonna spend a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of stress, and in the end, you really won't be happy. So pretty much to conclude our conversation, yes, a stock K-Series motor could hold 20 to 22 pounds of boost, but at a price. So running it at 20 to 22 pounds, you're literally cutting your engine's lifespan in half, even less than that. And literally it is a ticking time bomb at that point. So to be safe, I would recommend running 12 to 14 pounds max, keeping it safe, conservative, and enjoying the car. And also, if that's not enough information, I do have a lot of proof on both of these cars on this channel. I have a playlist for the 8th gen and I also have a playlist for the EG, and you guys can check out those videos and decide for yourself and see exactly what I'm telling you. Alright guys, so that'll pretty much do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope all this information was super helpful for you guys. That's the kind of reason I did put this video together, so that you guys can learn off of my mistakes and not make those same mistakes, because it will save you a lot of time and a lot of money to listen to somebody that has already went through it. And that's exactly why I put this video together for you guys. So please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.